Okay, ladies and gentlemen, because we're technically still on a leadership call with Dr. Spiller, I'm gonna have Robert take notes, and then let me grab my other laptop because we were using that laptop. Um, Nikki, are you on? Because I was about to show you guys something. Okay, real quick,
Yes,
guys.
ma'am. I'm on.
Okay, good deal. Okay, good deal. Real quick, guys. If you have people under you that you've enrolled and they're not on this call, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're doing them a disservice, not getting them on. I know we're adults and I know we're not babysitters, but although I'm going to record this, being on live so you can ask questions is way important. There's so many changes going on that we're being, trained on right now as leaders. And I was going to go in one direction for this new members orientation call, but what I'm about to show y'all, if you're a builder, even if you're not a builder, trust me, you should be bare minimum P600 after I show y'all this, FYI. So if you have people under you that you've enrolled and you did not personally text them, because I know they don't look at the chat group and that's on them, they better get on right now. I'm just telling you, like this is something that everybody needs to see, and it's super simple. We will have another team huddle on tomorrow. Um, so I can go over all the information Dr. Spiller is going over. He sat down and met with Robert and I privately because we all had Thanksgiving together at Mr. David's house about some things that I want to share with y'all anyway. But this new members orientation, I'm going to make it quick because David and Monitia is doing a call at 2 o'clock Central Standard Time, which is in an hour. But I want to share some things with you guys, and you are literally doing your people a disservice if they're not on this call. So I'm going to give everybody just a moment to send it out in all the chat groups. If you need to privately message people and say, listen, it's time to get on, like right now, and here's the link. Copy and paste the link. You need to make sure your team is on. So I need to get my other laptop because Robert's on the laptop I was going to use. Give me just a moment. I hope everybody had a happy Turkey Day. Um, my other business is event planning, and I had to do the event planning for the emo ETAs. They had a 3-day Thanksgiving extravaganza with about 75 people at their house. So if you try to text or call me, I was not available. FYI, if you're trying to reach me and you can't, just know you have another leader. His name is Robert Bullock. Reach out to him in his inbox. He will help you too. FYI. Just letting you guys know that. All right, give me just a moment. My laptop is loading up for you guys. Give me a moment. All right, I had to switch over to another laptop. It's like Best Buy in my house. Because for some reason, Chrome does not want to work on my Mac. It's all good. Let's pull this out. It's easier if I do it on the laptop or tablet. Eight, 6, 3, 3, 9, 3. Guys, listen, I get it. You're in 85 million chats, right? When I tell y'all, hold on. Okay, now we're done with the noise. Okay, when I tell y'all, I get it. You're in 85 million chat groups. I'm not trying to tell you that the chat group, me and Robert, is more important than the other, but here's what I'm going to say. If we're teaching principles that you need to know to help you build your team, then it's imperative that you watch the chat group. Like we put it, out there for you guys for a reason and a purpose. And a lot of reasons you guys don't know a lot what's going on because you're not paying attention to the Telegram chat. So all I'm going to say to you is it's important because I'm sending out personal text messages, especially because I know people that are new. They're trying to get acquainted with, seeing all the chat groups and where to watch and all that. But some of my leaders, some of my people that have been on the team for a while, I shouldn't be texting you personally telling you get on a new members orientation chat videos. And come on now. Now, that's what I'm going to say to you. In Telegram, there is something called the PIP calculator. Put a number 1 in the chat group if you have seen in the signals group the PIP calculator and you have watched the video on how to use the PIP calculator. Why is it important? Why is it important that we understand the PIP calculator is what I'm going to go over today. So put a number 1 in the chat group if you have been in the signals group and you have seen the PIP calculator and you have used it and you know what it is, you know what it means, yada, yada, yada. So for those who are taking signals and taking trades, but you want to learn a little bit more about trading, or you just want to make sure you're using the right take profit, the right stop loss. That's what that PIP calculator is for. So what I'm going to do today, the only like 2 people, that's not a good number at all, of people who have actually used the PIP calculator and seen it. That's not a good number. 2, 3. Okay. That number needs to be more than that. We're going to go over that. And then, like I said earlier, for those who just got on the call, we are going to go over the leadership call that that Dr. Spiller is going over with the P1000s and above right now. We're going to go over that leadership call and on tomorrow, and we're gonna tell you all the new stuff that's going on. So today we're gonna go over the PIP calculator. Today we're gonna also go over BitPay. So the one thing that I have Dr. Spiller talk to me about that I take full responsibility for is feeling like people should be doing what I'm doing. If, you know, something is out in the signals group that's new, using it, looking at it, looking at the video, you know, just taking time to look. People don't do that. This is not anything bad. It's just the fact that I get it now. I didn't before. So I have to go over it and make sure you guys are doing it. We're enrolling new people because we're showing our new people that you can make a trade on a Monday and have your money by Monday or Tuesday because they have a BitPay. We have a BitPay card, and we're using that. Now, the thing about it is, we've been using the BitPay card for a while, and we just thought people knew, but we get it. We understand. Sometimes life, whatever happens, or you're just not that person, and I understand that. What I will just say to you though is, that's why I need the other computer. This one is going to be stupid acting. For the love of Jesus. Okay, hold on. This is what I'm gonna do here. And Robert's on the other one, on the call. There we go. Let's do that. I know. Here we go. This will be good. I'm gonna show the video because I can't pull it up on how easy it is to use the PIP calculator. Let me know if y'all can't hear it.
This is a quick video just sharing with you on how to use the PIP count calculator.
Put a number 2 in the chat box if you can hear that video. I paused it for a second, but I wanted you to see if you okay, you guys can hear it? Perfect. It's not long at all, but I'm gonna stop it where I need to stop it. But I want to make sure you guys can see this.
Again, how to use the PIP count calculator. First and foremost, what I'd like to quickly share with you is to not use the London Breakout Sheet 1 tab.
Make sure you guys are taking notes. Yes, I'm recording, but make sure you're taking notes.
Again, if you received the PIP count calculator with 2 Excel sheets, one is labeled Sheet 1 and the other is PIP count, you can delete the Sheet 1 if you'd like. If not, use the other file Dr. Spiller posted that says PIP count calculator. The reason for me asking you not to use the London Breakout Sheet 1 tab is that the formulas are incorrect. Please do not use Sheet 1 because the formulas are incorrect. I would certainly not want you to be using it with your trades. This is the reason we prepared the PIP count calculator. You can use the PIP count calculator for any currency pair. Any currency pair. Okay, if you're trading Forex currency pair, you can use the PIP count calculator as well for JPY currency pairs as well as the gold. Okay, those are the things we want to make sure that you receive before you start using the PIP count calculator. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go through this fairly quickly, and if you have any questions, you can post them in the Universal Trade House chat. But let me go over the features of the PIP count calculator, and then I will go through an example with you. So first of all, what you're going to see when you open the tab is it says enter today's lot size. The areas, we tried to make it easy, so the areas we want you to be able to manipulate only are the ones with the red boxes around it, the ones with the red boxes around it. So all you need to do, for example, whatever your lot size is for your trade, place it right here. Now, please understand that if you place the lot size here, it's going to be, this particular lot size will be used to calculate all of your transactions with the currency pairs here, the JPY pairs, and for gold. Okay, it doesn't separate it. In other words, you can't have a lot size here and then you can change it for each individual trade. No, once you put in a lot size, it's going to, you have to use that particular lot size for each currency pair that you list here. So the first one that you'll be using is the sheet, or should I say the Excel table for currency pairs other than JPY. So a currency pair other than JPY, this is the one you're going to use. Type in your currency pair after you have entered your lot size. Okay, do not change this number. Do not change this number. Leave this number as is. And so what it's going to do for you is when you get ready to enter your trade, market execution, buy, all you need to do here is put in your entry price. Once you enter your trade, when you do market execution, go and look at your device where you enter the trade, get that entry price, and come and type it in here. If it's a sale, you're going to do it over here and watch.
Does everybody know where their entry price is on their cell phone in MetaTrader 4? Like once you've entered a trade, do you know how to see where your entry price is? Put a number 3 in the chat box if you don't. You don't know how to find, after you've entered a trade, which number is your entry price. Put a number 3 in the chat box if you don't know what your entry price is. Put a number 3 if you don't know what your entry price is. Okay, we need to go over that too. After you enter a trade, do you know how to find your entry price? Put a number 3 if you don't know. So I know, okay. All right, awesome.
Watch the movement of the information. So you'll put your price here. The only other thing you need to do is how many pips do you want to get out of that trade? If it's 5 pips, 1 pip, 42 pips, put it here. It's going to calculate everything for you. It'll give you your stop loss price to enter. Okay? Your stop loss price is going to be right here. After you enter your entry price and your pips, it's going to calculate. Okay? This is going to give you the stop loss pips. It'll show it here, and then you get your stop loss price here. Now, if you're going to go for 10 pips, it's going to give you the price for 10 pips. Every time this number changes, these numbers will change. 10 pips, 15 pips, 20, all the way to 100 pips. This will be the take profit price that you would enter. The take profit price you would enter, the stop loss price that you would enter. Okay? Same thing with JPY pairs. It's very important that you know the difference between using other currency pairs and JPY currency pairs, because the pricing is a little bit different. Do not make a mistake and put in a currency pair other than JPY in this section. And the same thing goes for gold. Gold is underneath here, but we'll get to that one in just a moment. So one more time, only enter where you have the red boxes. So you'll enter your lot size, your currency pair. If you're doing market execution buy, enter your price here. Market execution sale, enter it here. If you're doing a sale, you're going to pay attention to the numbers over here. make sure you enter the pips for your stop loss. All of the trade signals that come out will give you the stop loss pips, okay? So if it's a 30 pip count, 10 pip count, whatever it is, put that number in this red area or over here for a buy, and it's going to automatically calculate your stop loss price that you can go back and modify your trades and put that in, okay? Same thing with JPY pairs and for gold. Now, let's quickly go over to, we'll go over to an example on the sheet. We'll show you that. The last thing I want to tell you before we go to the sheet is this tool is for educational purposes only. Always rely on your trading plan, ladies and gentlemen. Use it to help you begin to understand the relationship between pips and the price, okay? So now, what I want to do is go over and show you. I'm going to stop this one, and then I'm going to share another page with you. I'm going to share my Excel worksheet. All right, here's the pip count calculator. For example, let's go in and look at, hopefully everybody can see my screen here. Here's an example. Today I'm going to trade, my lot size is going to be 50 cents. So 0.05, okay? I'm trading with a 50 cent lot size, okay? Then I'm going to go with, let's see what currency pair I want to use today is going to be, let's see. But bear with me, my screen wants to act up here. I need to get to, oh, okay. Let's see if we can get there. Okay, there we go. Let's go here. So if I'm going to use, let's go with Euro USD. I type in, and it doesn't have to be caps. You can be lowercase, however you want to. Euro USD, and that's for my benefit, your benefit. Next thing we want to get to is to the entry price. Let's say we're doing a buy, market execution buy. And these numbers are fictitious because I'm not using my, I don't have my MetaTrader 4 open, but I'm just going to come up with some prices for today. So let's say Euro USD is 1.24531, okay? And what I want to do is have a 20 pip stop loss. Enter that in. You'll notice the numbers change. I just pulled out a number, ladies and gentlemen. This is probably not, I'm sure it's not the correct price, but this is an example only. After you put in your pip count, notice that these numbers change. Okay, right here. You see, we entered a 20 pip stop loss. Here's the pips, how it would look as a 20 pip stop loss, okay? And then you have the stop loss price. So you would go back and modify your trade and enter your stop loss price. Now, if you plan to go for 10 pips, this is your take profit price. Okay? If you're going to get 10 pips, this is your take profit price. If you're going for 20 pips, this is going to be your take profit price for 20 pips. Maybe you don't want to go for 20 pips. Maybe you want to try 15. Well, then that's going to be your pip count, your pip price to enter. Okay? Same thing as if it were a sale. Again, you want to enter the red areas. You would enter your entry price here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go with 1.24935, something like that. Let's go back. 1.24935. Okay? Now that we've done that, you can enter and watch the numbers change. Let's go and change that, those pips to, let's go for a 35. See, we just changed that. Make sure you don't do that, ladies and gentlemen. That's my fault. Let me go up here and Oh, no, I didn't. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm going to come down here. Change my pip count. My pips only. I want to do 35 pip stop loss. Because maybe I'm trading on the 4-hour time frame or something like that. Here we are. Gives you what? It gives you the stop loss in pips. It shows you what 35 pips look like, ladies and gentlemen. Then you come down. Here's your stop loss price. 35 pip stop loss price. Now, if you wanted to go for 1 pip, that's going to be your take profit price. 10 pips, take profit price. So on and so forth. The same thing, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to do with your your JPY pairs. Make sure this chart is only used for JPY. It says it right here.
So does everybody understand that this here, where it says pips, you're putting in the amount of pips you want for a stop loss? Does that make sense? Does that make sense, guys? That this number here, where it says pips in your pip calculator, you're saying, okay, I want a 30 pip stop loss. If this goes 30 pips the wrong way, I want to put 30 pips there, right? Put a number 4 in the chat box if that makes sense to you. Then you'll see the take profit pip number. So put a number 4 in the chat box if that makes sense to you now. That when you're getting in a market execution and you don't know how to calculate pips for a stop loss or take profit, now all you need to know is how many pips do you not want to go the wrong way. So if I've got, because remember, we're doing the December to remember, right? The campaign for the December to remember. How many pips did Dr. Spiller say we need to make sure our stop loss is? Does anybody remember when they were watching the chat group? He's talking about the December to remember, the videos that he put out. How many pips of a stop loss did he say he wants you to use? First, he said he wants you to put $200 in a Hugo's Way account. And we'll talk about that more in depth tomorrow. So don't do it yet. Don't do it yet. If you already have $200 in Hugo's Way, that's great. No big deal. But if you don't do it yet. Right. Thank you, Shay. 15 to 20. So what you would put where it says pips, you would put 20 or 15. He wants you to take one trade, start with $200. He wants you to do a 20 pip stop loss. So if I'm going to do a 20 pip stop loss, then I'm going to put that 20 pip stop loss here. If my pair is a yen pair. If it's not a yen pair, I'm going up here and putting it. But wherever it says pips, I'm putting the 20 pips there for my stop loss. Then it's going to tell me right here, stop loss price, the exact number. The exact number. Pay attention to where it says buy. If I'm doing a buy, I put it here. If I'm doing a sell, I put it here under my yen pairs. So make sure you're paying attention. You're not putting all your stop losses in one spot for buy and a sell. Buy goes here, sell goes here. Then all your take profits you want to put in, you want it to be 10, 15, and so forth. That's where you're putting it. And that's how you use the pip calculator. I feel like it was pretty self-explanatory. The one thing that the video really, really taught me was, okay, make sure I'm only putting in numbers in the red spot, because that does make sense. Put all my numbers in the red spot. Okay, so I like the way that they did the Excel spreadsheet there. Before I go over some of the things about BitPay, does anybody have any questions? And you can unmute yourself. Does anybody have any questions? You can unmute yourself. You can type it out. If you have questions, please say something now. All right, good deal. So first things first, we're gonna go over and do some videos because I think that's more efficient. I really don't. Let me stop lying. I would do a Zoom with y'all and let y'all ask questions for a whole hour. And Robert is teaching me that the more efficient thing to do is videos. Because you can share a video because different time zones, we have teams across the world and everybody can't get on at the same time. So videos are just better. Now, with that being said, do you see this chat group right here, UTH Legacy Mastermind? That's where we put stuff. You will barely catch me putting anything here. I'm going to put it here. Or in our Facebook group, Legacy Wealth Builders, or in our Messenger group. That's the only place I'm putting things. Just FYI, so you guys know. So I'm going to put a link, okay? I'm going to put a link to our team huddle where we're going to go over more with BitPay. What I want everybody to do today, so tomorrow we are prepared. And if people are not on right now, guess what you need to do? You need to tell your team, relay the message. Everybody needs to open a Coinbase account. Everybody needs to open a Coinbase account. What's the website, Quinn? Coinbase.com. Somebody can type that out in the chat group for me, please. But everybody today needs to open a Coinbase account today. Everybody needs to go to the bank. Well, I don't know if you're going to make your bank. But if your bank is still open, or you need to transfer it, or whatever you need to do, you need to put $20-something on a debit card. Have a credit card available that has $20 to $50 on it. Everybody needs to do that today. When? Today. Not tomorrow. Today. Because tomorrow, we're going to go over how to do that with BitPay. How strong would it be in December if you take one trade a day and then transfer that money to your BitPay card and then go swipe or pull it out the ATM? How strong is that? That's strong, isn't it? Like, super strong. Thank you for the link. Appreciate it. Who posted that link just now? Because all it says is Samsung. Who was that?
That's me, Quinn. Nikki.
Thank you, boo. I appreciate it, love. See, the wealth of knowledge we have on this team is absolutely amazing. And Coinbase does have an app. I'm a sucker for apps. I love apps. So thank you so much for that link. People can get that right there. And we're going to talk about the wallet that you're going to get on tomorrow. And that's going to be quick for your BitPay account. I know everybody does not live in America. I know. This is what's, me and Robert are not going to be able to research every country that's on our team. However, my very, very favorite tool in the whole wide world is Google. That's how people found BitPay. That's how people found Coinbase, Google. So the way that we should do this is you should Google, in your country, the best prepaid card for Bitcoin in Nigeria, in Kenya, in where else we got people? In Australia, in New Zealand. So you need to Google that because it's not going to be BitPay probably. Everybody in America, BitPay is going to be one of your better choices. Keyword is one of your better choices. Key phrase, I mean. So today, Coinbase account. Make sure $20 to $50 is in there. Okay? That's number one. Number two, we are going to shoot videos. Very simple to shoot videos. You have your kid record you. You have two phones. You can share your screen. How do I share my screen, Quinn? Google, YouTube. That's how I figured it out. No one taught me how to do any of the share screen stuff. I Googled and I YouTubed it. And trial and error and push buttons. So share your screen and record it. Get your own free Zoom account. Record yourself. depositing the money into your Coinbase, record yourself, doing the process that we show you tomorrow, record yourself, because what D.L. Woods is going to do when you send us the videos, he's going to compile a testimony DVD, and you will be able to be on that DVD, and you can show that to people that you're on there. There's team members that are on there. There's other people, not just you, that are taking money and using it, withdrawing it, paying bills, shopping. Christmas should be great for us this year. For those who celebrate Christmas, Christmas should be great for you. We don't really just celebrate Christmas like that, like the traditional American Santa Claus for presents here, because we believe in something totally different with Jesus. But that being said, people who give gifts, you should have a nice Christmas. Every day should be Christmas if you trade, though, in my personal opinion. Every day should be giving gifts, right? So with that being said, I want everybody to get their Coinbase account. I want you to start using your PIP calculator. So there should be no excuses on, oh man, I got a gold trade. I know they sent out a take profit, but my account may not handle that. Let me do my own take profit. This way you don't have to worry about spreads, because you should be thinking about your spread when you get into trades. You don't have to worry about it now. Why? Because you got in the market execution. It gave you the entry price, and all you're doing is now going from your entry price, 20, 30, 10, 15, whatever pips, and you should be able to do your own take profit and your own stop loss. That's going to be major for everybody. And listen, I can't stress enough risk management. We are all adults. I'm nobody's mother. But here's the thing about the law of attraction. If we're teaching compounding, right? If we're teaching you to compound, grow your account 2, 5, 10% a day. One, take the money out. That's number one. I know a few people that have gotten a couple $1,000s in a day or in a week. Take it out. Take the money out. Withdraw the money. Once you get your bit pay, after tomorrow, take the money out. Withdraw. That's one. Two, what I want you guys to start doing is growing your account, a percentage, a dollar amount. Compound. Compound is stronger than willy-nilly trading and, throwing the dice up against the wall. Snake eyes on two. I mean, that's not what we're doing. This is not Vegas. But you got to show people this is real. And the only way to really show people this is real is if you're growing a realistic number. People don't really care about a chairman 25 making $25,000 a month from talking to people. They don't care about that because they don't know how to do it. Right? So the best way for you to attract people to you is realistic numbers. 5% a day beats the bank. Anybody in the world will be like, yeah, I want to grow my money 5% a day. Who doesn't want to do that? More than 10%, they're looking at you like this is a scam. They don't care that Carlos and Carla Wale made millions of dollars in 3 months. They don't care. It's not realistic to them. But if you show them that you actually made $10 a day and your money is growing $10 a day or 10% a day, that's strong. Put number 7 in the chat box if you agree that that's strong. And then you're making it, and then after a few days, you're taking it out. Like this BitPay card, whatever cards for your country, is finna change the game. And at first, when Rob was talking to me about it, we were discussing it, I was like, Lord, this is a household business meeting. I don't know if I want to attend. Why are we trying to take the money out? I want to grow my account to, $1.5 million. And he was like, yeah, I get that. But you got to show your team that after you made $2,000, that you were able to go and purchase this house or this purse or these shoes or this cologne or whatever. And if you made the $2,000 once, you can make it again. And I was like, you're right. You're right. And guys, we are too busy to sit up and just trade all day like that. Like, yo, there's some signals we create on our own and grew our account, but 80 to 90% of the money that we made in the last week was signals. And using, watch this, that Excel spreadsheet. It was stressful. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I had to check myself. I had to get some personal self-development on and check myself. Because them lot sizes looking like, Lord, do you really want me to use 1.94? Like right now? Like, Jesus, you want me to type in 1.94 as a lot size? Okay, God. And I'm the scary one in the house. I'm not even going to lie. But I had to check myself. Am I here to play with this, or am I here to change my life? I had to go back and look at my own lives. So, with that being said, there's another call with David and Monitia in the next 15 minutes. I pray that you all get your Coinbase account opened today. I will send out in a few hours. I have to have a team meeting with Robert, and we're going to talk about the time that we're going to share with you guys on tomorrow and do a team call. I highly suggest you pay attention to the Telegram, the Messenger, and the Facebook page, because I'm not going to text you personally, not because I don't love you, because I just don't have that kind of time in the next month. And if you are a P1000 on this call, please make sure, if you don't know who to get with about your flyer, creating your flyer, you text me or you message me privately, so I can make sure you know who to go to get your picture on your flyer. All those who are, striving for P1000, make it before my birthday. By my birthday, the flyer has to be done, which is December the 4th. I'm stressing my birthday because I'm expecting a lot of diamonds from every single one of you. I like diamonds, and I like Louis Vuitton and Gucci, and I like good food. So you can get me a gift card to Steak 48. I just want to make sure y'all know that. So anywho's, that being said, I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. See you on the call with David and Monitia. And we will make sure that we update you in the UTH Legacy Mastermind. You see this one with our picture on it right there? That's the one right here that we will update you on the team huddle. Thank you, guys. Hope that the PIP calculator is going to help you. Have a good one. Happy holidays to everybody.